I really gotta stop asking myself, is there anything corrupt that the Democrats are not willing to do? Because I have a feeling, dude, they're starting to take this as a challenge. Like literally, like if you look, everything that's been going on right now in the last couple of days in regards to Democratic mayors, for example, Lori Lightfoot, Ted Wheeler, right? Most importantly, Bill De Blasio. It's all flat out corruption, dude. And I gotta ask myself, is there anything these Democrats won't do for selfish gains? I gotta stop asking that question, though. I really do. Because I feel like they're trying to take it up as a challenge. Now, this individual, she is not a mayor per se, but she is a mayoral candidate. Now, you could say it's not as bad as, let's say, De Blasio literally lining his pockets with taxpayer money. Well, this individual tried to literally fake a crime in order to garner sympathy votes. Yep, this is the Democratic Party of today. Thinking they can lie to you, thinking they can steal from you, and they say, we will get away with it. That to me is something that's one of the reasons why I do not vote Democrat anymore, and I do not intend to vote Democrat anytime soon in the next few years, because these Democrats, it's clear, they don't care about helping my community. They don't care about helping people of my skin color, helping us thrive in this society. They only care about us every 2 years on the midterms, every 4 years in the general election, and you think that we're dumb enough to be constantly giving us their vote. You see Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. You see people like Maxine Waters. They blame Trump for all the country's problems. Trump has only been in office for 4 years. How many years has Maxine Waters been in office? How about Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler? How many years have these people been in office? But for some reason, these problems didn't exist then. But all of a sudden, America's been racist for an entire century, according to them. But all of a sudden, it's just Trump's fault. Guy's only been in office for 4 years, and he's done much more than the Obamas, than Nancy Pelosi, than Chuck Schumer. That to me says something. And the Democrats think that their constituents are dumb enough to constantly keep voting for them, saying, we're going to solve the problems this time around. I know I've been in office for 30 plus years, but if you vote for me this time, I'm going to make sure your lives do get better. And then they get their vote, and then they say, what a bunch of idiots. But I don't blame them, though. I got to admit, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler, they're very good liars. Because their constituents are dumb enough to vote these people back in. So, props to them at least. They're at least good liars. Man, the Democrats, it's not looking good for them this election time. Not only did their national convention literally rack in the lowest ratings, literally compared to 2016, but now their candidates are clearly showing that they're willing to do anything in order to win. Or if they don't win, for that matter, in some case, for example, Bill De Blasio, this is literally a last term. Some of them who are on their last terms are willing to literally line their pockets with taxpayers' money before they head out of office. Well, this individual, like I said, I wouldn't have voted for mayor. I wouldn't have. I don't live in that area. But hopefully, the people who live in that area, who reside in that area, realize that the Democrats are full of it. Now, let's read the story. Democratic mayoral candidate Sabrina Belcher. Belcher? That's a really bad name for someone that kind of looks like that. And I'm not saying it to be mean, but it's just that it's not when you have a name like Belcher, if you know what belch means to burp. Someone with the last name of Belcher and kind of looks like that. I gotta admit, man, I consider that irony. You can say, oh, Gordo's is fat shaming someone. Yeah, I really don't care, dude. I'm actually a little bit fat myself. I'm actually gaining a little bit of weight because of the COVID thing. I can't go to the gym, but apparently I can go riot and protest in my state. But man, most gyms are closed anyway. So, anyways, I'm trying to cut off on the pounds right here. But yeah, I'm just saying. So I technically could be considered fat. So I can't fat shame someone who's already fat. Just so you know. A Democratic candidate running for mayor in South Carolina was reportedly arrested for allegedly faking her own kidnapping to try to win votes. Sabrina Belcher was arrested and charged with conspiracy and filing a false police report after police say she filmed herself being kidnapped, beaten, and robbed in a Facebook Live video Tuesday, which she orchestrated according to the state police say she did this to get sympathy ahead of the election. And there's the image of Belcher on the left, and apparently the accomplice on the right. After she claimed to have been kidnapped and she told the police she was assaulted and kidnapped by an unknown man during an attempted robbery, Belcher also said the unknown man broke her car windows. They staged a kidnapping and beating in order to garner publicity, sympathy, and votes in the November election, police said. The man Belcher was referring is reportedly named Christopher James Eady. I think you pronounce it Eady. Eady was also charged with conspiracy in the case, according to the Sumter Police Department. This was simply an effort to create a disorder and discontent in our community, for personal gain. Police Chief Russell Rourke, I think Rourke, said in a press release. As a result, an available number of resources, including personnel, man hours of the police department, as well as local medical professionals, were wasted based on false information. Belcher is in the race with 5 other candidates in Sumter, South Carolina, and has yet to drop out. You mean to tell me that despite the crime that she is now being charged with, she's still eligible to become mayor? So I gotta tell you right now, South Carolina. I gotta tell you, this town is. What town is it in South Carolina, actually? Okay, they don't even give us the town. Yeah, they don't even give us the town where she's running with. But again, man, the people of this town. Actually, no, Sumter. Sorry, I missed that part. Sumter. So the people of Sumter, South Carolina. You have a choice to make. Are you going to vote for someone who is corrupt, who is willing to do shady things for personal gain? If you're willing to vote for that kind of person, I recommend you vote for Sabrina Belcher, because she's willing to lie and cheat her way into power. Now, if you're a person with who's able to rationalize, someone who has common sense, I recommend you look at the other 4 candidates. I think 5 or the other 5. I recommend you look at another candidate that isn't Sabrina Belcher. Because like I said, man, I am not surprised. Why is it every time when there's a Democrat always saying they're being attacked or saying, "Oh my God, this white supremacist told me that I need to go back to where I came from"? Remember that? I think she was a representative or something like that. She ended up accusing a Cuban, mind you, I think it was a Cuban, of what is it? Of supposedly him telling her to go back to where she came from. Remember, it was all a lie. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. I am not surprised that these people are willing to lie, cheat, and steal their way into power. I'm not surprised. That's why I walked away from the party. You can say all you want. It's like, oh, Carlos, he's rationalizing too much. Here's the thing, though. Just because I vote Donald Trump doesn't mean I'm a blind follower of the Republican Party. I am also huge. I also hate a large portion of the Republican Party as well. Some include John Kasich, for example. I do not like Mike Huckabee as well. You can say whatever you want. You can criticize me on that, but I do not like Mike Huckabee because he just doesn't seem as a guy that seems very charismatic. I definitely do not like the Bushes. I do not like Jeb Bush, Papa Bush, Bush Jr. That's how I call them, by the way. I definitely do not like the Clintons. I get the Democratic Party, but the point is, I'm getting sick of these people who are saying they're for me when they're just as bad. That's why people are voting for Trump, because Trump, the guy's only been in office for 4 years, and the establishment hates him, both on the Democrats and on the Republicans. Paul Ryan is another person I do not like, and he's a Republican, mind you. But the problem with Democrats right now is that Trump has exposed the corruption of the party. Democrats are showing the true colors. They are. And it's good that this person, like I said, I'm not surprised. If you were to tell me that a Democrat cheated during an election, I would say, okay, I'm not surprised. Well, what's your point? Right? With this person, Sabrina Belcher, hopefully she loses. Because again, if Sumter, South Carolina is not going to disqualify her for literally committing a crime, then the people of Sumter, South Carolina, the ball is in your court. Who will you vote for? Are you going to vote for someone like Sabrina Belcher, who's willing to lie to the public in order to garner sympathy? Or are you going to vote for someone who has some morals? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, share this video. And after that, I'm going to end the day with Goodyear. Yes, Goodyear apparently is not having a very good year. I get it, huh? I'll walk myself out. I'm just kidding. But anyways, Goodyear's having a very bad day. The last couple of days. Because apparently they went woke. They denied it. Like the audio showed up about the employees actually promoting woke ideology. Goodyear made a very, very bad excuse again, and now they're suffering the financial consequences. I'll see you guys in a bit in regards to that topic. Otherwise, like I said, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes.